Well, welcome to Prague, welcome to the qualification game. Serbia in the white, Latvia in the burgundy, and Latvia will get it first up. And Laxa, such a crucial player today, the way she can stretch the floor will really challenge the defense. And Milovanovic is going to have to get out the keyway and guard her. Give to Basko Malbade. Steinberger. I think she's going to have to use her quickness against Klunic, which she tries to do straight away. Gets in deep, turn around, jump shot. Klunic has got to contain that first move. Dabovic and Klunic will combine at the end of the transition. Petrovic goes down low. Nice move. Easy two. And Laxis has got to play some defense. Now, she may have been expecting some help, because that's what it looked like.
Yeah, and Petrovic has been so big key factor to Serbian team. Well,
straight off the bat, Petrovic goes to the basket. Steinberg gets a little turnaround. Babkina goes to the basket. Normally it's about who's playing defense at this time. Milovanovic can't get the three to drop. And Basko Malbade will advance the basketball. Interesting to see here, Teresa. As she goes to the reverse layup and just makes it drop. And Nina Babkina's trying to play smart here. You know, there were times in the past she'd have run the floor, and I can tell you right now, she's struggling.
Yeah, you can see that the substitution is ready for Babkina to get out of the court.
And this is going to be a devastating moment for her. It looks like she's tried, and I don't think it's going to stack up. In fact, her first move goes up. But you get the replay of the shot. There's no grimace straight away. But there you see it right then. And there's probably realization, and you've got to credit the official for recognizing that. She's a great player, is Babkina. She wouldn't want to put her in a situation. There's no way she'd have stopped while still on the floor. Tola, mid-range jump shot is short. And Dabovic gets and releases to Petrovic. So yeah, Petrovic attacks it. Hits the deck. Defensive rebound is not pulled in, but the ball will belong to Latvia.
It's going to be important if Latvia plays a good team defense, you know, because it's such hard to defend type of players as Petrovic is, who knows how to jump shot, who knows how to penetrate and even score from three-point line. That requires a team defense.
Well, Jakobsoni is the player who's going to have to step into Babkina's shoes for a while. Won't be able to do it on her own. It's going to be a team effort. Steinberger again off the dribble is fouled. And her foot speed, whoever guards her, is going to be a huge factor. At times you'd like to probably think Petrovic would pick her up, but you can't put that much pressure on Petrovic if she's, you know, carrying injuries, because Steinberger is going to outwork her in situations like that. There's going to be a moment here where Babkina's going to think, you know what, I can get back and play, but I just don't. Someone's going to be very sensible on that bench and say, the lady just got to say no. Steinberger makes the first of the free throws. She's probably going to have to get 20 rebounds again today. Those 2 for 2 from the line. She's having a phenomenal tournament. Up the floor pressure from Latvia. So before the game, weren't we, to Vitola, because she's, you know, very mobile as a big. The lack of real strength on the inside is probably going to help her be a real factor in this game.
Yeah, and her height and size, you know, can help to guard Milovanovic, because she's quite mobile as well, but it's always easier to play against the same size people, even though I think Milovanovic is experienced enough to know that the quickness could be a good advantage of her against Vitola.
Greenwich will relieve the inbound pressure. Petrovic goes down low to Dabovic. Oh, pretty pass. Well, Greenwich just below a gimme. Pretty pass from Dabovic though.
Without Babkina on the court, it will be really important what you said earlier, Mark. If Laxa is gonna contribute offensively, they just need her points today.
And Dabovic comes back off the repositioned screen. Now gets to the keyway, a little hesitation off the glass for two. Doesn't get the drop. Steinberg, it's like a magnet on the glass. Everything that goes up on the glass, she pulls. And Milovanovic will be charged. Milovanovic will be charged with the personal. That's a second foul. And of the, looks like I got too carried away, but of the superstars on the Serbian team, the leaders, she's the healthiest. So the last thing Serbia needs is restriction of her because of foul trouble.
You would expect from Milovanovic to know that, to know that she's a such key factor in today's game.
Well, Alexa was fouled on the release. Jovanovic is shaking her head, but to me, clear foul, clearly late. And Alexa will go to the line for 3. Timeout Serbia, and Latvia have mismade a phenomenal start here in Prague. They lead it 8-2 with timeout for Serbia. And they look like they've got the tempo of the game that really is going to be important for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and we will see, loads of changes in terms of strategy. We've seen that Latvia came into the game and straight away started to put the pressure on the guards of Serbian team to play a full court man-to-man, to slow down the offense of Serbia and to let them play against 5 defensive players of Latvia on their offensive half court. But yeah, we will see loads of changing rhythm of this game as well, and Latvia needs to do that if they want to get Serbian team out of their rhythm.
Well, here's the moment. Badkina gets 2. Poor defense by Jovanovic, but and as you see her run back, you can see the grimace in a second there, right then, and there's a realization on the face of a superstar on a program that she's not going to be able to help them in probably one of the most important games that she would have had the chance to play in. Well, we were told yesterday it was going to be a 2-week injury. So a little surprised to see her warming up, but Laxa's on the free throw line. And if she makes all, well, she won't make all 3 now, but it will be a 10-2 start if she completes the next 2. And Serbia have struggled in the half court. One out of 3 it's not going to get it done if you want to make a quarterfinal.
And so far they shoot 80% from free throw line, so you would expect them to make these shots.
Whistle on the players. Jovanovic went to the ring. Makes a second, ticks it over to a 9-4 lead. That's how important free throws are, isn't it? It could have been an 11-2, ends up at 9-4. One player makes 2 from 2, one goes 1 from 3. Free throw line is just such a crucial factor.
And it's not crucial at this very moment, but by the end of the game, you will regret those easy shots you've missed from free throw line.
Steinberger for 3, nothing but string.
Quite unusual to see Steinberger shooting 3-point line shot, but this is what the team needs. She's a leader at the moment of this group without Babkina on the court, and you just want this shot.
Little shuffle cut for Petrovic, no real intensity and quickness in the cut. Now Krunic goes inside out to Jovanovic with no pick and roll. 4 on the possession, wraps the pass straight into the hands of Steinberger, and Krunic should have had the pass. If she'd have cut hard, she had a layup. Poor decision by the big. Vitola with a running hook. And the quickness and the lack of inside stability for Serbia is being really exploited at the moment by Latvia. A 10-point advantage early. Defending champions do not lie down though. Here's Sonja Petrovic, little hesitation, takes the 2. Looked a little sore on that one and hobbles back.
And we see how Vitola is important at the moment to contest this shot. And as well, Latvian team played smart the last possession because they know that Milovanovic doesn't want to foul, and she was on her back. So it was a great decision to play her.
Vitola again goes with a hook, a little off balance this time, can't get her own rebound. And Dabovic will give it up. Jelena Milovanovic will just about find Dabovic and Petrovic. Jovanovic in the corner for three. They really need her to come up with points today. Zabasco Malbade comes down on the floor in transition. Great second step, blows the layup. Great work on the glass though. So many players will almost think, get disappointed at missing the shot. She just stayed with great slip, but great hands though by Dabovic. Tremendous slip by Steinberger. They just couldn't complete the play. Jovanovic off the glass for two is good. And Latvia have to take opportunities, have to take this moment where they have or are in the ascendancy, got to exploit it. Steinberger, Ivanovic gaps her a little bit. Inside out with the right hand, and she fouls. That'll be her third foul. Looks a little ticky-tacky, should we say? Let's take a look. Well, this is the three. Wants it, enjoys it, loves the responsibility. Putnina's come into the game, and she's also been fundamental to the success so far of Latvia. Has had a really good series of games. Zabasco Malbade for three, got it!
Just an incredible start to the game from the Latvian team, you know, changing the balance, going inside, outside, and we see how effective that is to make a Serbian team move in defense.
There'll be a lot of excited fans watching this in Riga and across Latvia. Jovanovic need points from that 5 spot. We said it yesterday. Jovanovic delivered yesterday, might have only been 7. You had all the people in that spot. They did a really nice job combined. And she's charged with the foul on the floor. Steinberg is not that tall, is she? Make her try and go over you. Don't foul her on the dribble. Make her make a tough shot.
Yeah, she works very hard, you know, before she even grabs the ball to get the best positions she can get for that offensive rebound.
Well, you keep saying it in this tournament that free throws in tough situations over the course of a game will really cost you. Makes the second. Back up to a double-digit lead for Latvia. There's that 1-2-1-1, little zone trap. Drakic in the game, puts it on the floor, backs out a little bit. It's got Putnina, should be able to take her on the dribble, does. That's the tough shot, doesn't get the roll. Kristina will push. Steinberger feeling it in transition. Oh! Watch out, Serbia. And then Steinberger's in town. Second three of the game. Got a whistle. And Jakobsoni unhappy with the call. Steinberger's going to sit on the back of that.
Great transition offense. Kristina has read that all defense has been dropped down, cover those transition trialers, and just Steinberger has been left completely open on the three-point line.
Dabovic in traffic, wraps it. Good rotation again by Latvia. They scramble. They offer Jovanovic the baseline, not letting it go to the middle. She tries to force it there. Doesn't get the shot, and Vitola just hunts it on the glass. Zabasco Malbade, nice pass. Vitola runs the floor and is fouled, and she will go to the line. Good things happen when you outwork your opponent. And Vitola just outworked her opponent. They both started in the same spot. And Vitola just beats Jovanovic down the floor, is rewarded, goes to the free throw line. Malbade, can she pick up where she left off yesterday? Her team need her to right now. And again, Latvia are just missing opportunities here. They're now just struggling to be consistent on the free throw line. They're down at 50%.
And again, we can see that Latvia is playing full court to slow down Serbian offense.
Ivanovic looks underneath Petrovic. They just haven't found a way to get going at the moment. Got to credit the defense. They've always tried to make it go over like that. She makes it, it's just a tough shot. I don't see any way they can play any better defense. Actually made her take a tough one and she made it. On drive lane one, wide open for Marbadi. Complete good recovery by Jovanovic. She'll push. There's a lot of standing still for Serbia at the moment. Sonja Petrovic goes inside. Great pass. The pass forces Tabasco Mobade to try and reach too far. Had to commit the foul. That's the fourth team foul as Tabasco Mobade steps out. Coaches sometimes get a lot of criticism, but one thing you've got to say about Martin ZIBARTS, that game where Tabasco just lost her focus, sat her down, dealt with the situation, and since that she's been phenomenal. Petrovic doesn't take it, looks inside, Jovanovic from Jovanovic. Fights the baseline, they're going to go 24-second violation.
It's been great weak side defense from Kostina. She read that pass down to the low block and she's been there on time in a position.
The only good thing you can say about that is that Jovanovic didn't shy away from trying to take the shot. Got the shot away, they just didn't give her enough time to make it. Skoric in the game. Alongside Sonja Petrovic yesterday, Skoric was a difference maker. She had a real X factor on the game. Rebounds, scoring really became a factor for Serbia. Laksa on the dribble, going nowhere, throws up a prayer. Oh my word. Closer to the corner than the keyway, throws a little hook, gets the roll, Radachai penetrates. Recovered by Jovanovic. Gets to a drive lane, hits the floor, they're going to call a foul. Jovanovic gets up limping. Might see in this one again. Trouble is, referees don't get to see it again. So this is the running hook, going to the corner.
These baskets are so important in do and die games, you know. It just gives you mental advantage at the moment when you hit these tough shots.
Serbia won't panic. They've been in this type of game, winner takes all. Not least, they've been in a gold medal game. They've won a championship. That's just worth so much when it comes to being able to deal with the pressure. It doesn't matter, you've got a lot of new players. The culture of the organization is a winning culture. Pastina in the lane, inside out. Mitola for three is short. And the ball has got to belong to Latvia, I assume.
As a players, you try to sometimes help referee like this, you know,
yeah,
even though you know, even though you know that it's not right, sometimes it helps, and that was the example at the moment.
So I think the officials here have done a great job, but it's right in front of you, you know, right in front of you. You get calls like that, got to get them right. Skoric with a tough two, and in the same situation, the official who is leading, Spanish official, does get it the right way around. We do have slow-mo though, so we can break it down and check we've got it the right way. But it looked like a Latvia ball anyway.
We have that advantage in here, obviously, and we wish we could help them, right? To tell them, hey, that's wrong call, or could have been done better.
We also don't have the crowd on our back, the coaches on our back. We don't have any of that stuff, so who'd be a referee? Radachai, pull up. Love the fact she took it. Great job on the glass. Kristina, and this Latvian team are focused. Anyone who's come off the bench has been ready to play. They don't get it away at the end of the quarter. But then they look at the scoreboard, they'll see a scoreboard that sees them knocking down 24 points. Could have easily been 30 if they'd have made some free throws. 24-12 at the end of one. 55% from the free throw line. Serbia, 30% from the field. Just not good enough. Well, it's going to be a great summer of international basketball with both under-19 World Championships and Eurobasket men to finish it off. All the regional championships in the Americas, Asia, and obviously in Europe here. And then obviously the new competition calendar kicks off in 2017. All that basketball at national team level is available. You can watch it. The best in the world going against the best in the world. Story of the first quarter though is Babkina played around a minute and a half. She managed to knock down a little layup in that period of time. And you hate to see players of her level have to leave big games. That's what they play for, that's what they live for. But she's made the right call. And I think it was probably her call to see if she could deal with it. But then her team just picked it up. 24-12. Inside, outside, Steinberger as a lead has been phenomenal. Start of the second quarter. You don't become a European champion without finding ways to get back into games, finding ways to win, finding ways to deal with adversity. Well, Serbia have got all those things to deal with right now. No one better to deal with it than Sonja Petrovic. She inbounds and Lada Chai. Well, have a look at the half court. They're just working so hard. Kristina just chases, gets over the screen. Skoric reverses.
That's the way you want to play these games, you know.
Skoric for three is short. Stankovic can't come down with a rebound. Kristina looks long. Steinberger can't collect. Ball will belong to Serbia. And this is when Coach ZIBARTS will think we have to be control. Could have really dealt with that a little better.
And again, we can see that pressure on the point guard.
Radachai goes upstairs. Oh, Stankovic had a chance to go alley-oop almost, but couldn't complete the play. And Latvia with a chance to increase the margin. Steinberger looks away, the pass, and travels. Looks like she slipped as opposed to travel. Same call is correctly administered. Saw Ann Bowders do it the other day, didn't we? Like, look up the handoff and penetrate. Bowders got the angle to attack the ring. Steinberger was being taken to the baseline.
And that just shows the confidence of the player, you know, that they're able to read their defense. They go reach that handoff. Just keep it and go and use the advantage for penetration.
Skoric, strong drive, nice pass. Stankovic gets set, got to finish the play. You can hear it being said, even if you can't see it. And Ladachai, one questions why it's not an unsportsmanlike. Let's have a look. I suppose the ball was in the vicinity of the reach. But Ladachai knew exactly what she was doing. I have no issue with that.
I think the difference at the moment is that Latvia runs the transition offense and Serbia plays against the pressure, you know, always 5-on-5. We've seen early in the first quarter that Serbia has stolen the ball and pushed that ball, but we haven't seen it since then.
Steinberger in the block. Wow, they take a huge three and knock it down. Jeva Kristina. The confidence just flowing through this Latvian lineup. And again, extension on the defense. Coach ZIBARTS has just put a marker down right from the minute one, and Ladachai answers with the two. Ladachai that confidence of the made basket just gets her a little more aggressive. Nina wants it, doesn't get it, the shot is away, way short. And Radicaj will lead, 13-point margin for Latvia, but as I said, the Serbian team has been there and has done it all. Skoric, extra pass, Kato for three.
No.
Knocks it down.
Great shot.
Back to a 10-point game. They're going to keep coming at you. Eurobasket Women champion in 2015. Radicaj gets away with one. Petrovic comes up with steal and then just heads up, just throws it in the general direction for two. Latvia take the timeout. Emotion and momentum go back to Serbia. They cut it to 8. And Radicaj, after making the two, has been everywhere. Causes the rush on the dribble. And Petrovic does what Petrovic does. Play with all the mentality of a veteran. All she has to do, she knows, is just throw it into the front court. And Radicaj gets the two.
We've said that earlier, how important it is for both teams to hit some three-point shots, you know, and we could see now how much mental advantage, how much energy it gave the Serbian team straight away to go press and put a pressure on Latvian team and just force them to commit a turnover, you know, and what we've seen, and that was just a great pressure, getting the easy layup all the way up on the court. But I'm pleased to see that Radicaj has read finally their offense, you know. She knows that she has to be dangerous today because their offense is built on the pick and roll, and if she's not going to be the danger to defense, there's going to be no passing space for her teammates or for her to deliver the ball down under the rim and change the dynamic of the game as well.
Nice move by Coach Karavidic. Goes small. Goes with his players who are playing the best at the moment. Milivanovic is going to have to play the 5. Petrovic will play the 4 and the 3 with Skoric. So, you know, he's going with the players who are playing well. And that's what he's got now. He doesn't have a great inside. And against Latvia, you don't need a big inside. Milivanovic in the post is going to be a danger. Medabarbadi going up. Gunter turns it over. Gunter Baskel-Melbadi turns it over. And Radicaj is everywhere. Quick lineup, or as quick as Serbia can really go. Petrovic, Steinberger stood, Laksa stops and pops and scores.
And again, she has read so well that Milovanovic is guarding her, and she's not gonna go commit that third foul so early in this game.
Milovanovic. That block-to-block screen didn't really come off it hard. Skolic, Radicaj thinks about the 3, attacks it, tries to float it, really indecisive for the first time in a while. Nice pass, easy 2. How to run the break, how to time it, how to commit to it. Baskel-Melbadi goes to 7 personal. And Latvia re-establish that 12-point lead, and Adamovic will return at the next opportunity. Radicaj. Milivanovic for 3, steps
and
back, strokes it. And with this lineup, Matola and Steinberger have got to get their feet outside the keyway and play defense. All of a sudden, Serbia start to light it up. It's game on time. Kristina takes the 3 very early. Great work by Baskel-Melbadi, but can't complete. The ball will belong to Serbia. Radicaj out. Dabovic is back in. Here's that little 2-on-1 break. The timing is perfect. You don't want to be there too soon. Makes the defensive job far too easy. Latvia winning it everywhere, on the glass at the moment. Milivanovic squares up, down the middle. Great move. It's a great square up. Just set up the angle to attack the middle. Steinberg got caught. Matola had to help. Picks up her first foul. And the only thing that Jelena Milivanovic will be concerned about is the fact she missed the play and has to shoot 2, not just the 1. There's a group of Serbian fans that they haven't sat down so far. I don't think they're going to sit down at all. Tabasco. Rovardi will look to bring it out. Mitsola will move it on. Jakobsoni finds Steinberger for three. Is long. Skoric. And Damovic will get it. Looks to attack it on the dribble. Little crossover. Quality. Timeout Latvia. Damovic shows you why she's one of the best guards in world basketball. Crossover in transition. Who knows how healthy she is. But she looks sweet at this point. Little crossover back, gets underneath. Steinberger lays it in. And we got a 5-point game. For all of Latvia's dominance, you don't write off a Eurobasket champion.
That's what made Dabovic, you know, she recognized that she has one of the post players on her in defense and transition offense. It's just a must go for penetration against her. There's been another players coming for a rebound, but it wasn't needed. You know, when you recognize you have a big player on you, you want to play them one-on-one.
Never much emotion in Coach Karadic's timeout, but you could tell in yesterday's press conference in particular, he felt so much pride in how hard his team had worked against all the adversity. And he's asking them to do it again. They're going to go to the well one more time to see if they can make the quarterfinals. Latvia just have to get back to what gave them that advantage, being good in transition, sharing the ball, hitting the glass. Steinberger will advance the basketball. Turnover, no, recovered by Mitsola. This is where they're going to miss Babkina, isn't it?
Exactly.
When it comes to that rotation.
I don't really see a reason why Steinberger is on the point guard position bringing the ball.
Got a whistle on the play.
It's been a great pressing from Serbian team. We can see that Latvia was under the pressure thanks to it, and then Latvia just needs to set up their offense against it. You know, you can't just rush your offense against the pressing. You have to play smart, throughout the middle best way to just open both wings and give yourself opportunity to create an offense.
And they so needed those, just to settle it down. Little trap, great cut by Dabovic. Saw the seam, 2-on-1. Undaki gets away with a walk, but who cares? Ivanovic gets the two, and they beat the press just by attacking space. 5-point game. Latvia being asked their first question of this elimination game. Laxa has to pick it up off her ankles. Vitsola's wide open, but Laxa was still picking it up her ankles. Tamale goes with a second move off the glass. It's the underside of the ring. And Dabovic again comes down with it. Skoric thought about just pulling up and letting it go. Anna Dabovic, Skoric outside. Look at the 5 out from Serbia at the moment. Really trying to stretch the floor. Still 5 out. They like the matchup. Dabovic kicks him. Ivanovic just spots up. Doesn't get the drop. And Steinberger, she doesn't care who she clears out to get it. Tremendous rebound. Now she cuts hard, always looking to outwork her opponent. And the ball will come off Anna Dabovic, and Latvia will go sideline.
Jakobsoni has to be careful. You can't pick up the dribbles when you even didn't miss the screen yet. You know, you have to keep the dribble for the step back in case Serbian team is going to hatch that screen.
Laxa hits it, looks inside. Zavadi comes off the downstream. Got a 2-on-1. Oh, nice little hesitation. Fake the little reverse. Will go to the free throw line. But it's all a little bit one-on-one-ish at the moment for Latvia. It wasn't that earlier in the game. It was ball movement and attack advantage. Milevanovic with the 2 going the other way against the press. Whatever happens now, unless Latvia go on one of those runs that they had earlier in the game, Serbia put themselves right back in this. And again, another missed free throw. But that's the first one they've missed in this quarter. It's the 5th missed free throw. Mabradi makes the 2nd. We've got substitutions coming back. Sonja Petrovic will return. Ivanovic will return for Kado. So Skoric, who you would have expected to get minutes today after yesterday. The only change from the people who started the game, it's still this smaller lineup that literally is going to spread the floor. It's like a 5-out. Dabovic, Ivanovic gets it off the little flare. Little hesitation. Beautiful move. Beautiful, beautiful basketball move. Inside, outside dribble, just lays it up.
It's such advantage when you have a full position, the athletic as Milovanovic is, you know, who can dribble, play pick and roll, dribble all the way from top of the key and read the defense so well as she just did to finish her layup.
Petrovic and Dabovic combined. Milevanovic for 3 is off. Dabovic hunts it and finds it. Skoric looks down low, mismatch. Milevanovic is triple teamed, is fouled. Well, she fell over. I'm not actually sure she was fouled. Love to see the replay because there are reactions from players and reactions from players, and it's I don't know what I did, and it's not one of those where you see players all the time saying they didn't foul. They just look completely perplexed at the call. And just because she falls over doesn't necessarily make it a foul. Obviously, we're not going to see a replay of it. Dabovic has it turned over.
Great hands, great hands.
Dribbled into that triple team again. Steinberger available. Will look to hand it off. Laxa thinks about it, lines it up, doesn't let it go. 5 coming up on the possession. Great pass, great cut, great vision. They blow the layup. Pass it out of the double team. You'll find the open player. Ivanovic got a bit of a blow to the face in that trap. Ivanovic goes to the far side of the ring, kicks it. Dabovic, extra pass. Sonja Petrovic is short with the 3. Milevanovic keeps it alive. And Skoric, who else, comes down with it.
That's why she's there. And that's what she showed us yesterday, how important she is to this team.
Skoric tips it to herself. Dabovic, 3 on the shot clock. This has got to go up. Takes the tough 2.
Ooh.
Oh! Anna Dabovic. Off balance. End of the shot clock. Who knows how much she's struggling or not. Going sideways. Makes it. Feels it. And the team now only trailed by 2. 13-3 run in the last 4 minutes of the half. Vitola attacks it, throws it out of bounds. And it's the wrong players on the wrong penetration. Vitola is the player who should be receiving that pass, not generating that dribble. And Latvia have lost their way.
Exactly, it usually goes to point guard, you know, which way they're gonna start their offense, because they need to know what player is gonna end up in what position. And as you said, it would have been so much more ideal if they just swapped the position with Vitola and Steinberger. Steinberger attacking from the top of the key. That's a great recovery from Serbian team, you know. And Skoric just showed us why she's important coming to the game, you know, off the bench from previous games. Even though she started the game today, she's there for that offensive rebound. She's there for the energy bringing to the team, you know. And when we see the leaders making shots, that's such a dangerous combination. And now Latvia needs to really recover mentally for this past 50 seconds.
Well, it's a complete reversal from the first quarter. Latvia won the first quarter 24-12. It's coming to 20-10 for Serbia. And this quick lineup has set a question of this Latvian team. But at the moment, they do not have an answer. Both ends of the floor, they're struggling to break the defense down in the same way they did earlier on. And at the other end of the floor, everybody has to get out and play defense. And they are struggling. Dabovic doing what she can. 4 points, 4 rebounds. Ivanovic will get Serbia into the half court. This is where Latvia have now stepped off defensively. And Serbia are quite happy to slow down. And it's just generating a real turn of momentum. Dabovic thinks about the three, looks inside. Ivanovic gets it. A little short jumper is no good. We've got a whistle on the play. And I think that'll be the third foul on Ivanovic, I think. That's the third foul. She's going to have to come out for the last 29 seconds. Jovanovic will come on to the inside. Serbia are up the floor. It's complete reversal. Latvia are up the floor in the first half. Latvia were getting things off their defense. Great pass. Super cut. Klastina. Wide open. Laxar is long. Tremendous hands by Vitola. Just almost extended it and it's stuck. There's around a 3-second differential. Klastina for three is no good. Jovanovic comes up with a rebound. Almost travels 3 seconds. They've got to put it up. Skolic for three is long. And that will do it for the half.
Not really sure why Latvia has taken that early shot when they have recovered from the offensive rebound. They just want to play the time.
Latvia have the 34-32 advantage at the half. Both teams off to the locker room. Well, here we go. Start of the third quarter. Latvia with a 2-point advantage. And well, that's apparently you can hit someone in the face. Not intentionally, obviously. Steinberger for two, misses the layup. Ivanovic outside the 3-point line. She's going to get gapped. It's a dangerous decision by Vitola. That's one of the areas where Latvia struggle. Skip pass. Petrovic on a closeout. Stops, pops, is short. And she just doesn't look to have the same flow as yesterday, and you've got to put a lot of that down to the injuries. Here's Laxar in transition. Takes the early screen. Vitola, extra pass. And Dabovic takes one for the team because if he looked over his shoulder, well, Klastina was pulling the trigger, should we say? Yeah, Klastina was pulling the trigger. Steinberger will relieve the pressure. Now Ivanovic is going to pick her poison here. She won't get out on Steinberger. She'll take the three. She won't want her to penetrate. Steinberger for three. And that's the decision that Ivanovic has made, and I've got to say, I think it's smart. I think at the end of the day, it's more of a risk that Steinberger attacks you. And she does have blood on her face because she got hit in the face there. And Ivanovic lines up the three, is short. Who's coming down with that? Ivanovic does. Little kick. Dabovic goes to the right-hand hook, doesn't get the drop. Jovanovic gets another rebound, puts it back, ties it up at 34.
Again, we can see the effort and will to go for the offensive rebound. That's how important it is to give a second chance to your team to attack the basket.
Well, Steinberger can't get the layup, takes a little bit of a bump, but I think she initiates most of the contact. She's not getting a little love from the officials, that's what she's thinking at the moment. Dabovic. Little hesitation. Vitola recovered really well. Ivanovic will take the ball screen, stops, fires up the long two, is off. Ivanovic gets a third rebound and is fouled. I was a little bit questioning the decision to go with Jovanovic at the start of this third period, but 3 offensive rebounds in the first 3 possessions. Just a tremendous job. And Latvia have lost their way. I think Putnina's a much better option here.
I think Latvia are just relying too much now on Steinberger, you know. We've seen they've had 3 possessions so far, and all 3, Steinberger was the player who was creating, who was finishing, you know, who was helping teammates. The other players need to step up and contribute as well.
Jovanovic short with the first from the line. Chance for Serbia to lead. And that's the first lead for Serbia in the game. 22 minutes in, the first time they have their noses in front. How does Latvia react? Tabasco, Malbadi gets into the half court. Klastina. Laxa comes off the screen and curls. Just a little static. And Serbia are just asking Latvia to make a shot. And they just do not attack it. Play their offense in front of the defense, and Serbia at the moment are fully in the ascendancy. Dabovic, and they're beginning to get that swagger. Jovanovic stops, fires up the short 2, gets the roll.
That's a great example how defense can bring you offense. You know, they just play great defense, Serbian team at the moment. You know, they're there in the position on time for the penetrations to just force Latvian team to make mistakes.
Well, Steinberger blows another layup. Oh, great recovery though.
She wants to win this game. Steinberger wants to win this game.
Yeah, it should be a 24 reset because Serbia had the ball, started to go with the ball, and Steinberger then stole it back. So it should be a 24 second is where the referee should get to. I'm sorry, we're going to have to look at this again. And we're not going to get a chance to. Serbia had control of the ball.
It's quite clear that Serbia had that ball, and Steinberger stepped up with her effort to steal it.
Laxa from the 3-point line is way short.
Serbia is preparing their offense.
Jovanovic, a little runner, is short. With Tabasco, Malbadi pulls it down, and Kristina will push. Well, Putnina's wide open, misses her. Great defense by Jovanovic. Just did not let Steinberger get contact. Goes to the baseline, pushes it off the glass for 2. And finally ticks it over after nearly 4 minutes.
And we see that pressure again.
They've got to get up the floor and keep this game a little stretched, both ways. Laxa puts it on the floor. Open drive lane off the glass for 2, and 1. Laxa peels herself off the floor. While late was Jovanovic. So Laxa restores the lead for Latvia, 38-37. Cannot complete the 3-point play. That'll be the 6th free throw that they've missed in a 1-point game. Dabovic thinks about the 3, attacks it. Little pass to the baseline. Jovanovic gets the 2. All about Dabovic basketball IQ. Then again, poor closeout though by Klastina. Steinberger will move it on. Tabasco crosses over, inside out. Putnina extra pass. They leave the 3 wide open. And Klastina just knocks it down. It's a sheer case here. Serbia have decided this is the poison we're going to pick. Are Latvia going to make it? Great little move by Dabovic for 2.
Well, we can see this little hesitation. What effect does it have on making yourself open for that penetration? It's just a great move from Dabovic.
Steinberger outside the 3-point line, wants to attack Milovanovic, settles for the 2. Not sure it's the best decision she's made today. And Petrovic will advance the basketball. The pace of the game dying a little. Milovanovic attacks, stops. Such a quick pull-up. Ball's kept alive, but Steinberg is not going to let anyone else get a hold of that one. Kristina attacks it. Putnina clears a little space. Inside, outside, extra pass. Gundabeska Mobade for 3.
Yay! It's such great to see teams playing amazingly transition, even though I think Kristina needs to see Putnina down. A great ball movement of Latvian team.
Dabovic again takes it off the dribble. This time can't complete. Gundabeska Mobade completes. Dabovic trying to really generate offense for Serbia. Putnina puts it on the floor, draws contact. Jovanovic is going to be charged with the 4th foul. And Serbia will take the timeout. Looks like Latvia have just recovered a little bit of composure here. They lead it by 3, 44 to 41. When we come back, it will be a Latvian basketball in the front court. There's the replay of little Dabovic, where you're not going to see it, but a little inside-outside move. Made it a couple of times. Dabovic looking a lot more confident, which is a great sign for Serbia.
Yeah, and when the tempo was dying a little bit, as you mentioned earlier, we could see that quick transition offense could be such important element, you know, to change the dynamic, get that easy open looks, you know. And Kristina made the 3. Again, they are on such high percentage. They for now shooting 40, almost 43% from that line, and it's great to see that even the point guard takes that shot and contribute. You know, it's okay. She has made a mistake in defense, but we can see how quickly she recovers and is effective in offense straight away.
Well, we always say basketball, a game of runs, a game of momentum swings, and at the moment, Latvia are on an upswing. It's going to be a Latvian basketball. I don't know why Latvia are playing defense. There was a foul before the timeout. Nice try, though. Nice try by Sonja Petrovic, just in case the officials had forgotten where they were. End line possession. Putnina relieves the pressure. Sony puts it on. Tabasco, same spot. Doesn't get the shot this time. Not really in rhythm. Jovanovic, would love to see her push it, then pull it out. Not just pull it out. Dabovic in transition. Now they're going to run the pick and roll. Gets deep. Tries to bounce it down. And Stankovic really didn't have a hope of catching it. Dabovic looks to me a little bit, can't really go as fast as she wants to with whatever the injury is. Sony falls over. Gonna have a held ball. Ball belongs to Serbia. Turnover. One of those things that coaches will tell you never do. Don't delay and hesitate and pick the ball up around the halfway line. It's almost, defense smells blood if you back down then. Dabovic is going to come and be replaced by Radachai. Radachai off the double screen, almost a mishandle. Ivanovic attacks it, goes off the glass, gets the drop. Just love, they've had supporting roles on this team for so long, they don't seem to want to take that responsibility. And Sonja Petrovic is going to be charged with this personal. Petrovic will sit. Tola wanting to release the pressure. Goes at Stankovic on the dribble. Not sure where she was going after that. 10 seconds though.
Been a great defense from Stankovic. She just read that little hesitation and hasn't hesitated and been there on time to block the shot.
A lot of action as Tabasco pulls it out. Goes through off the glass. Oh, veteran little move. Mobadi gets the 2 to make it a 3-point game. 2:40 to go in the third. Stankovic looks high-low, nice pass. Skoric turns it over when she had a layup.
It's a great rotation from Latvian team, and Skoric needs to see that she has Krastina in front of her, right down under the rim. She just needs to finish this shot.
Vitola, mid-range jump shot, buried it. 5-point game. And the Latvian momentum builds. Chai comes off the high screen, feet set for 3.
Yeah,
got it! Tamara Chai remembers where she is, same way that she made the 3s yesterday to really spark a huge Serbian run. Cuts it to 2. Malbadi will reverse it, Vitola gets it back. Malbadi lines up to 3. Is short. Radachai will advance it, backs it out, doesn't like her options. Now we'll get the pick and roll. Little hesitation in the lane, goes up for the short 2, and Radachai with the 3-point line, and then the short 2.
It's just such transition from this player, you know. First game, she was almost invisible on the court, and now she probably realized how her role is important. I don't know if she scouted there, or she just, coach told her, look, you gotta take this responsibility because the game is built on it. But just tremendous performance today from Radachai.
Taylor will go to the free throw line. Steinberger's back, as is Lexa. Nina's going to sit. And another is free throw. It's a long plane ride back to think about missed free throws if that becomes a decisive factor in this game. Makes the second. That's a 7th free throw that Latvia have missed. As I keep saying, 7 free throws in a 1-point game. Nice pass. Jovanovic needs a pass. Skoric attacks it. Inside, outside. Radachai knocks down another 3. 2 threes and a 2. She has the last 8 points. Steinberger goes to work on the glass for 2. Ties it at 51. Neither of these teams want to be on a plane tomorrow.
Steinberger is such a complex player. She doesn't mind if it's left hand, right hand. She just reads the floor so well, and her footwork is a lesson.
Radachai, you should be feeling it right now. Puts it on the floor, skips inside, great pass. Stankovic blows the layup though. Oh, the 5 spot from Serbia again. It's just not been productive. Tabasco Mobadi finds Steinberger in space. Vitola should score, does score. Nice little inside exchange. And Stankovic, I think just take a blow to the side of the head as she got sealed off. Sonja Petrovic looking to come back. Malbadi will sit. They can't do what they've just done. Ivanovic came in and was in the game, and then they took her out again before the play phase had started.
I don't know the reason of it. It's around clear.
Radachai off this time, and that will see the end of the third, and after many swings of momentum, we end up exactly where we were at the half. Latvia lead it by 2, 53-51. Wow, this is definitely too close to call at the moment. Statistically, everything's pretty tight, apart from the inability of Latvia to make 3 throws. Well, Teresa, there's just 10 minutes between one of these teams going home, one of these teams going into the quarterfinals.
This game has been up and down. I'm so looking forward to see the fourth quarter, you know, this tension of this game, the presence of knowing how important is this game for the future of presence in this tournament. It's just so vibing at the moment, and if someone would have told me that Radocha is going to be a leading scorer of Serbian team, I would probably not believe before this game, but it's just a great step up from this player, you know, replacing Ana Dabovic, which is dealing a little bit with her injury. It's just, she found out her way and her role in this team this third quarter, and it's going to be interesting to see if they're just going to carry on with this quite complex performance from whole team, or Latvia is going to put the pressure again on them in the transition offense, which I've again missed in this third quarter a little bit. We have, I think, loads of to look forward to.
Well, the big plus for Serbia going into this fourth quarter is tomorrow Radocha, 12-point personal, 8 in a row, and if she believes in herself right now, she could be a real difference maker. Super quality in that third quarter. Steinberger released the pressure, Kvastina has it, guarded by Radocha. Latvia have got to believe here that they have found a way to really hurt the Serbian defense. They've got to believe. Tabasco Malbade, that's not it. Early threes without a ball reversal, and Radocha will advance it. Defending champions trying to hang on to their crown. Jovanovic goes up with a right hand off the glass, and she was great at the start of the third. Goes on to 9 points personal. Little slip by Vittola off the glass for 2 and 1. Beautiful pass. Beautiful lead pass by Tabasco Malbade. And Vittola simply has to step up and make the 3 throws.
Yeah, Tabasco read well that all the Serbian defense has been lifted up and there's been no one down under the rim. Great look and lob pass for Vittola.
Vittola from the free throw line, misses another one. Becomes a mental trial every time you go to the free throw line. It should never do that, but it always does. Sonja Petrovic outside the 3-point line, puts it on the floor, has to step back. Goes inside, Jovanovic. Goes to the right hand again, has it knocked away. The ball will belong to Serbia with 4.3 on the possession. Malbade does well not to foul here. Well, she did foul. All the way across her arm. Quick release. And Jovanovic looks longingly at the official. Vittola will reverse it, gets to the second side here. Penetration, Tabasco needs a pass, finds one. Laxa, wide open, nails the 3. Drops it from deep, 58-53.
That's what Latvia needs. They need Laska in the game.
Milivanovic, Serbia try and respond. Where do you go? You get it to Petrovic. Little pick and roll action with Milivanovic. 2 posts, they go in there. Turnaround jump shot, can't get it to drop. Latvia really have to. Good decisions right now. Vittola goes with the right hand, is fouled. And Milivanovic will pick up her 4th foul. She's going to have to go for 8 minutes with 4. Timeout, Serbia. Didn't look as sweet as Latska's looked throughout this tournament. That's what it means if you're a coach. I'm feeling the pressure that guy's feeling at the moment. Timeout, Serbia. Patrice, they've gone to Jovanovic a lot at the start of this fourth quarter, and it's been relatively productive. The issue is they can't get Sonja Petrovic going.
Yeah, you know, Latvia is focused on Sonja Petrovic for sure, but Jovanovic, as you said, she's a big threat now under the rim for a Latvian team, and they're just doing a great job reading the floor, changing again the rhythm, you know, playing their pick and roll, which the Serbian team's offense is built up on, and well, I can see they just share the ball really well at the moment.
Well, 15 assists for Latvia compared to the 8 for Serbia. Serbia have done a lot in terms of creating one-on-one opportunity. But 15 assists for Latvia. If Latvia have made free throws, even half of the free throws that they have missed, they're looking at a double-digit lead. We're not asking them to shoot 100%. Over 60 would be helpful if you're a Latvian fan out there.
And as you said, it's a mental challenge now for Vitola. She so far missed 3 free throws, you know, and I'm sure that she knows how important is these 2 shots for her team.
And the crazy thing is that Vitola's 100% from the free throw line coming into this game. And the game she really needs to be 100%. She's struggled a little. She makes that one though. And goes 2 for 2 when she needs to go 2 for 2.
That's the pressure I've been looking for, Latvian team.
Even these Latvian fans have not so much gone quiet, but they're just sitting there, are they hoping, desperate for their team to remain confident here. 7:50 to go, 60 to 53, they need it. Jovanovic pulls the trigger from 3. It's short, and Steinberger, the rebound magnet, comes up with it. Tabasco attacks it, thinks about it, beautiful pass. Great finish by Vitola. Heads up, veteran playing, and Vitola finishes it. Beautiful play, great execution. We said before the game Vitola would be key. And a try for 2, gets it. Looks at the official quite rightly, Vitola's hurt. She got hurt as she came in contact with Radachai as she laid it in. Dabovic comes back. Never has her country needed Dabovic as much as she is needed now. Radachai sits.
And we can see that Dabovic led her team to just go full good man-to-man.
Kristina attack, should be an easy 2. Vitola is blocked by Jovanovic. That 2 would have really pushed home the advantage. Now it's back still 7, and Serbia have the basketball. Petrovic likes the matchup, loves the matchup, steps through. Jovanovic gets it, but wasn't ready for it. And Laxa comes down with it. 6:40 to go. Kristina. Vitola fills the 3, makes the 3. Vitola, 19 points personal. 10-point advantage for Latvia. Sonja Petrovic takes the ball screen, but backs out off the ball screen. Now has this matchup. We got a whistle. She likes the matchup because she doesn't think Vitola can guard her.
You know what you said earlier is loads of one-on-one action, maximum pick and roll, and Serbia has been effective when they share the ball and make that extra pass for an open player. I understand that they have leaders who needs to score, but sometimes it's good to a little bit change the rhythm of the game, and so far Serbia is very static in their offense.
Well, Petrovic, 4 points personal so far. Hasn't missed a free throw across the tournament. Still hasn't missed a free throw across the tournament. 6 minutes is an eternity in the game. Makes the second, she's gonna sit. And Serbia haven't shown that 5-out set since the second quarter. Quarter where they won by 10 and just really did give Latvia all sorts of problems. Hasn't seen the floor in this second half. Putnina will hand it off. Laksa fills a lot of defense. Putnina inside, outside. Good to Basko Marbadi, attacks it. Goes with the left hand, he's blocked. Ball comes off. Let's go Marbadi. Kristina stands on the wing, wide open.
It's been great defense from Škorić, and again, that player Škorić is just not making mistakes.
Jovanovic will handle. Jovanovic will look to reverse. Dabovic will get. Dakic buries it from 3. They are never out of this. Every time you believe that Latvia have built a lead that they can defend, this happens.
There's been a little bit miscommunication between Steinberger and Kristina. You know, Kristina didn't listen and went rotate for the big player instead of just step out and take the outside player. And Crvenki Dakic just punished that straight away. And it, again, a 3 she needs. You know, we're waiting from this player to step up. And this was the moment.
Well, both teams are taking great care of the ball because those numbers haven't changed since half-time. 12 points off turnovers for Latvia, 8 points off turnovers for Serbia. Serbia are in a little bit more foul trouble with Milovan sitting with 4. Jankovic is on the floor with 4. And Jakobson is the only Latvian on 3 or more. That's just a great pass. Tabasco's read. Wanted to go to her, but couldn't find her, so she just put the ball out in front of her and said, go lay that up. And Vitola, with 19 points, leads all scorers. A little pressure from Dabovic. Finds Steinberger, who goes up with a tough one off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Putnina could have gone straight back up, decides not to. Kristina has it, calls it. 14-second reset. Vitola, Laksa with 3. It's got to go up. It's got to go up right now. There's out of time. And Davovic's got a chance to run over the head to Janovic. And Ana Dabovic gets it. And Latvia went into that mode of defending what you have. Dabovic just about hangs on. Steinberger guards Dabovic. Dabovic's going to go at her again. They're down to 2 seconds. Dabovic goes up, hits nothing. It's a 24-second violation, and both teams stand still. Now they've played 3 games in 4 days. Both these teams have been involved in battles in their group. But they are 4.5 minutes away from a flight home. You don't play tired with 4.5 minutes to go and there's a flight home at risk. You've got to remember how good you are as a group. How much can you do for your teammate in this situation, and who takes the responsibility? Serbia stay with the straightforward 1 big and 4 out. There's 4.5 minutes to go. Milovanovic still sits. Kristina beats it with pace. Goes inside, has it knocked away. And just made a bad decision. And that's what happens. Dakic, a tackle, attacks the hoop. Škorić. 4 to go. Jovanovic has it on the inside. Tabasco fouls. It's only the second team foul for Latvia. Both teams have showed so much control defensively as well as aggression and effort.
with Sigunta Bashkumover and now committed that foul on purpose. She knew that she lost the position, and that would have been too easy. 2 points for
Can't get it
Serbia.
in. Dabovic just about relieves the pressure. Jovanovic going up inside off the glass, can't get it up. And Vitola comes down with the rebound. Looks long. Laxa will bring. You still have to play with the same tempo, the same belief. Steinberger attacks the middle, is fouled by Sharandakic, who really did get the wrong side. Well, here comes the cavalry.
It's been quite lazy defense from Sharandakic. She thought that Steinberger is not a threat, but she's always threat. You know, she's that experienced that she's always threat, and you can't take that little break in defense.
Oh, the 5-out lineup for the first time is back. Laxa is off with a 3. Skolic, Milovanovic will bring it. Petrovic is back in the game. Jovanovic and Dabovic, the best 5 players probably on the game for Serbia, in together. Jovanovic attacks it, in the lane, is fouled. Vitola got caught guarding a guard. Poor adjustment by Latvia.
And again, it was great read from Jovanovic. You know, she's seen that she's Vitola on her, even though she's quite mobile player. She's way taller than her. So Jovanovic has used quickness of her feet to attack her.
Jovanovic misses the first. Amazing what pressure does to players. 90% across this tournament. And just about goes 1 for 2. Bastina. Dabovic fouls. That's the 4th team foul now for Serbia. They can't foul. A bit of a cheap one for Dabovic. The chances of stealing that were pretty small. Bastina penetrates, kicks. Vitola looks at their options. Where else would you go? Steinberger on the inside, feels the double team. Vitola inside out. Then Tabasco. Great defense. Great defense by Petrovic. Just would not let her get to the bucket. Still a 4-point game, a 2-possession game. Petrovic attacks Vitola again for 2. 2-point game in the 5-out lineup. They just can't deal with it man to man.
Yeah, Latvia needs to make decisions. It feels like everyone is so undecisive at the moment.
Steinberger's going to go to the line. It's like pick your poison time. Do you want Petrovic to take someone to the bucket? Well then, see if Steinberger can guard her. Vitola could easily take Skoric, who's really their 5th option in terms of scoring. Steinberger from the free throw line. Knocks down the first. 86% from the line across the tournament. 2 for 2. Steinberger goes to 17 personal.
Again, we can see that man-to-man defense is slow down the offense of Serbia.
Vitola has to take Skoric. She switches to Milovanovic, who's underneath, who's going to go with a hook for 2, blows it. It's a much better matchup than Petrovic with Vitola. 4-point lead. Vestina takes the Steinberger screen, drive lane's open, goes with a layup for 2. Great recognition. The drive lane appeared and she just took it. Serbia, 2 minutes. Dabovic for the 3. Got it! When you are a leader, you step up. Dabovic just does that. First 3 she's made. Didn't doubt, just took it. 3-point game. Laxa kicks it. Vitola lines up the 3, way off. And we got a foul on the play, and that'll be the 4th team foul for Latvia. 1:48. Do the defending champions go out? Do the defending champions go home? Or do they get out of jail again and progress to the quarterfinals? Great little drive. But the answer was instant from Ana Dabovic. Great players know when to be great. Jovanovic attacks it. Great defense by Laksa. The matchups are the right way around here now for Latvia. They're going to switch it. Dabovic steps back for three. Is short. Great rebound by Steinberger. Just about gets it off. Kristina will back this one out. Steinberger has a back-to-back double-double with that rebound. Let's go Malbadi, goes inside, kicks it. Kristina lines up the three. Got it! Kristina knocks down the three for Latvia. 6-point game with 1:03 to go. The whole of the country celebrates as Kristina knocks down the three.
None of the teams wants to go home at this very moment. And it's just great couple of minutes from Latvia, great pressure. It's just this game is up and down, and that's what makes it a great game.
It's an amazing stat line for Latvia. Just they have 5 scorers, all of them in double figures, and Babkina's 2 at the beginning of the game. And you can talk about where else they got contribution, but their percentages are really decent for a game with this much pressure. And ZIBARTS, all he needs to do now is take care of it, get a shot he wants, and he could be in the quarterfinals.
Still, we have 1 minute to go, and it is a long time in basketball, you know. I'm sure Serbia doesn't want to give up.
Radachai leads the scorers for Serbia with 14. Sitting down at the moment. Ana Dabovic. Petrovic goes into Milovanovic, puts it on the floor, attacks it. Is fouled on the way to the ring.
I've recognized that mismatch Milovanovic had. Kristina is way too short to guard her.
Milovanovic, 75% across the championship so far.
And you know, when you have Milovanovic, Petrovic and Dabovic on the court, you can still expect big things from Serbian team for the last 50 seconds of the game.
Well, they have their quick lineup out on the floor. Latvia still have 2 timeouts. So the ZIBARTS tries to choose to burn one right now to take that full court out of it. Takes the timeout. Serbia are done with timeouts. They have no way of affecting this. So ZIBARTS with 52 seconds. Neither team has a foul to give. It's going to draw it up. Where would you take the ball? What would you be doing right now?
I would definitely try to play down under the rim, you know, for some high-low position, because both centers of Serbian team are in the foul troubles at the moment, and you know, I think that's the space they want to attack, even though they just hit a couple threes. But you know, Vitola has been receiving those balls down under the rim so far, and I think that could be a way how to score some easy baskets.
Well, you've got to expect they're going to try to run this down. They just can't get too negative. If they're given a drive lane, you want them to take it. They get a layup.
We will for sure see a pressure from both teams, you know, trying to slow down the offense of the opposition to get that advantage of the time a little bit on their side.
Well, they're going to spread the floor, you would hope. Kristina's been phenomenal with Babkina's attempt to play. Kristina has taken on that role at the point. Radachai's in the game. They've literally got the 3 guards. Got to get it in though. Why wouldn't Steinberger be the person to get it? Got to, first of all, trust their defense right now. Kristina backs it out. Steinberger wants, Steinberger gets, takes it inside, takes a tough one. Doesn't get it to drop. Don't want to foul. That's the most important thing here. Skolic in the back court, has to get it over. Has to get it over. 8-second call. Of all the calls you would expect, an 8-second call is not what you'd expect at all.
That's been great strategy for Coach Karadzic to take out both centers with the foul troubles, you know, so he's able to put the pressure, a little bit more pressure on the Latvian team, but you just can't make these mistakes. And for this shot clock.
Well, they've chosen not to foul and send people to the free throw line, and now going to send them to the free throw line. Given the woes that Latvia have had from the free throw line, they may have thought about doing that. Still time for Serbia. It's a 4-point game. Steinberger. Whatever happens, it will be a 2-possession game. Even if she makes both, it's 6. Well, there's the first miss, and the free throw woes continue. Is it going to be the stat that kills them in this game? Makes the second, still a 2-possession game, 5-point lead. Petrovic on the dribble, attacks it, little move to the hoop, gets the drop. They don't take the timeout, Latvia. Foul on Klastina straight away.
The time keeps going. I'm sure there's going to be a little change to it.
I'm sure with the replay they can check that. They're going to walk the floor. A 3-point game. The equation stays the same for Serbia. If she makes one of these, it's a 2-possession game. If she misses both, a 3 will tie, obviously.
It's been just well played by Serbia these couple seconds, you know, just have a quick transition, give the ball to the leader who's able to score, and they didn't take probably not even 1 second to commit this foul to give ourselves more time for the next possession after these free throws.
Well, it has just looked, they have just looked so much better. However well Jovanovic played on the inside with her 9 points. With the 5, without the center, without the 5-spot player, with a 5-out set, Latvia were never able to control this Serbian offense. It just has not seen the floor as often as maybe it could have done. The Latvian fans in this gym, you won't see them, they're above the table that they're trying to work, are just on their feet, ready for a party. Sonja Petrovic emotionally trying to stay with this.
I think Frostina is going to go on the free throw line now. She hasn't shot any free throws in this game so far, so she probably knows how important these two are. She's been shooting well, 66% in this game. So hopefully she's going to bring it up into the free throw line, raise that percentage of the free throws in today's game.
Well, she's the worst free throw shooter on the floor at the moment for Latvia. Across the tournament, that is, not on tonight's game. One of them will make it a 2-possession game. First one made, makes the second one so much easier. The ring looks so much bigger. And you're telling yourself, I've done this thousands and thousands of times. Nothing is different. 2 for 2 from the line. A 5-point game. Is there time? Of course there's time. Dabovic. Milovanovic for 3 is way off. Latvia have downed the defending champions. They have eliminated Serbia. The 2015 champions are out of Eurobasket women. Latvia advanced to the quarterfinals. Heroic effort by Serbia. Tremendous quality from Latvia. They win it 75-70.
It's been a great contribution from Kristina in today's game for Latvian team, replacing Babkina. You know, also Vitola played great game today, and it's been such an important part of their game today to change the dynamic offensively, to have the power down under the rim.
Well, it's a tremendous shooting performance. 40% from the three-point line, 47% from the two against the big high pressure. Their free throws almost cost them dearly, but just about made enough. And there will be a new name or a different name on the Eurobasket Women Trophy this year. Serbia eliminated from the 2017 championship will not make the trip to the World Cup, will not defend their title. Latvia, without Babkina, have secured a 75-70 win. 5 players in double figures. Great contribution from across the bench. That's just been a marvelous team performance. So well prepared by Coach ZIBARTS. And Serbia, just one game too many with all those injuries, couldn't overcome the adversity. And they will go home. Latvia will go forward. And when you go forward with no fear, you are a dangerous opponent against any opposition. They get a day's rest tomorrow. They'll need it, both physically and mentally. And they get a win to go to the quarterfinals of Eurobasket Women 2017. The only talking point, Teresa, I suppose, that people will ask, that 5-out option that they went to, the 5-out option that gave them a 20-10 margin in the second quarter. We didn't see it right until the end of the game.
No, you're right. They just had that one moment per game, but you know, Latvia just wanted it whole game. You know, no matter of this little break when the Serbia got on the top of the horse. I'm quite surprised though that Serbia didn't build up with their experience at that point. You know, but I think this win is well deserved because Latvia just went for that win since first minute of the game. You know, we could see that first lead, that first determination. Look, we have nothing to lose and we can beat Serbia, and that's what happened this game. You know, now they have a day off, then they're gonna face a Spanish team, you know, who lost their last game in their phase group. It's gonna be quite good to see if Latvia is gonna be carrying on with this impressive performance. It will be important a lot how much players gonna step up from the bench and contribute.
Well, 2 games today, that's the first. Latvia progressed to the quarterfinals. We've got Russia facing Greece. 2 of the biggest names in European basketball for a place in the quarterfinals. Russia will be in that game as major favorites, but as Latvia have just shown, there is no guarantees in Eurobasket Women. Join us again for the second elimination game. But for the moment, just acknowledge a tremendous performance by Latvia. They progress to the quarterfinals of Eurobasket Women with a win over Serbia. The defending champions are out. And we've got quarterfinals, semifinals and finals to find out who will succeed Serbia as the Eurobasket Women champions. For the moment, we'll say goodbye from Prague. We'll see you again shortly for the Greece and Russia elimination game.